Hello there and welcome to the southern tip of Guangzhou. We are standing in the heart of the Nansha Port Railway, which of course since 2022 has been an important link in the China-Europe Railway Express. And you know, back in the day in the United States, in Hollywood, they had this movie, Trains, Planes, and Automobiles. We've got trucks, trains, and ships here. And when you add it all together, it's this integrated rail-sea network that's just moving products all over the place.
Yeah, it's amazing. The Guangzhou Port Nansha section has really stepped up its game in recent years, opening 35 sea rail routes, as you said, in the last couple of years. And we're looking at one of them in action right now. This 40-foot container currently being lifted up and putting straight onto the track. This is carrying wood from Southeast Asia, and it's going to be imported right into South China's Jiangxi province, and it's going to be processed into furniture, and then once that's done, it's going to come right back here and shipped out to North America. The key of this is really reducing dwell time for containers and saving costs for thousands of companies involved, right?
Yeah, and this unit, as it's lowered into the train there, it's called a TEU, which is technical. It means 20-foot equivalent units, shortened to TEU. And what you're seeing here is one on its way, but this has been a remarkable story. 100,000 go out the first year. Last year, 300,000 TEUs moved out by sea and by rail. And this year, we're already seeing another jump in the volume. It's going in this direction. In the first 8 months of this year, up almost 46%.
Yeah, exactly. And they're moving everything, furniture, home appliances, and even fresh produce, which we'll hear a little bit more about later. But here, there's some interesting news on the sea part of the sea rail link.
Yeah, it's exciting news because, you know, there's been so much negative stuff when it comes to trade between the United States and China. This is actually very good news. Phase 3, Nansha's Phase 3, went into place last month, which means another ship containing 300 of these containers that we were showing you just moments ago, chock full of refrigerators, air conditioners, LCD screens, all headed from here over to Long Beach, California.
Yeah, exactly. And it's super fast, just 14 to 16 days from here in Nansha to Long Beach, California, which is a game changer for a lot of exporters here. As we said, time is money here. So yeah, very exciting times. And it's not just a key gateway to America and Europe. This is also a key connection point to Africa. So right now, Nansha Port is already connected to 300 plus ports in over 100 countries and regions around the world.
Yeah, and the news from Long Beach is really kind of exciting. They've signed a friendly port agreement between Nansha and Long Beach, which of course is great news for U.S.-China relations. Now, I know some of our viewers in the United States are saying, wait, longshoremen are out on strike, but that's just on the East Coast. It's not going to impact the ports in Long Beach and Los Angeles. And I mentioned the friendly port agreement. That's one of 60 between Nansha and ports around the world. That's the most of any port in China.
Yeah, exactly. And we're going to see more of that this year, especially is a very significant year for foreign trade in China. Nansha Port is, of course, part of the Guangdong Free Trade Port.
It is indeed. The free trade zone down has been in place for 9 years. It's the 9th anniversary. And we're seeing the GDP here in Nansha and other places grow about double during that period of time. Our reporter, Guo Yin, has more.
The International Cold Chain Center at Nansha Port in Guangzhou is the biggest single cold storage facility in the country, housing hundreds of types of fresh products from around the world. In 2022, the value of imported cold chain goods at Nansha Port reached nearly 23 billion yuan, or over $3 billion, increasing 80% from a year ago. By 2023, Nansha Port had become the largest importer of cherries and durians in the Chinese mainland. For these perishable agricultural products, speed is vital.
For imported fresh fruits, we have rapid customs clearance channels, including pre-approval for certificates, advanced declarations for imported container cargo at customs, and direct pickups at the dock. Then the products from Thailand, Vietnam, Indonesia, and so on are distributed to cities in the Guangdong, Hong Kong, Macau, Greater Bay Area within 1 hour, and other parts of the country within 24 hours.
Nansha Port in Guangzhou has developed into the country's largest by sea for the import of cherries, durians, and rubber wood. From a lesser-known port into a key hub in the Pearl River Delta, the growth of foreign trade here reflects the broader progress made by the free trade zone.
To help businesses thrive and boost foreign trade, it's crucial to create a favorable business environment, drive institutional improvements, and align with high international standards. The development of cold chain logistics is a prime example of this approach. Port authorities and customs are working on ways to enhance inspection efficiency.
In the first half of the year, the import and export volume of the free trade zone reached $46 billion, increasing nearly 30% from a year ago. Trade official Zhang Jinsong says the area has become a crucial driver for the entire province.
Despite occupying less than 0.1% of the province's land area, the Guangdong Free Trade Zone has contributed 7.6% of the province's foreign trade of imports and exports, and 1/4 of its actual foreign investment.
The Guangdong Free Trade Zone was inaugurated in 2015, covering the Nansha New Area in Guangzhou, Qianhai Shekou area in Shenzhen, and Hengqin New Area in Zhuhai.
Wow, fascinating report. Those facilities so key here, especially because, as I was mentioning earlier, Nansha, a very important import hub for cherries and durians.
Yeah, exactly. And last time our reporter Guo Yan did not get a chance to go inside one of those warehouses because, of course, they're usually not open for public view. But today, you're in luck because our colleague Anas is going to give us a tour inside one of those high-tech warehouses, and the locals call them the Big Fridge of Guangzhou. Anas, show us what's inside.
Thanks, Mike and Sandy. Hello, everyone from Nansha Port. I'm standing outside what's known as the Big Fridge of Guangzhou, the largest cold warehouse cluster right next to a port in China. The workers are loading chicken. Feet came directly from Thailand. As you can see, they are unloading them now. And we have many imported products here, and that's just the start. This cold chain hub is a major distribution center for many fresh products from all over the world. Here we have something I tried and I loved so much. This coconut came directly from Thailand to Nansha Port. And we have durian from Malaysia. I know many people love durian. And this is shrimp, came directly from Ecuador. That's just the beginning. As I told you, we will talk more about this place and about the products that we have here with our guest from Nansha Port, Mr. Hu. Hello.
Hello.
Tell us more about this place and give us more information about Nansha Port.
好的，我们现在所
All
处的
right,
位置就在
we are now
南沙
standing
了。
at the Nansha
前
cold
就是
chain
其中的一个
facility,
冷
and
库
right in
件
front of you is
它
one
的
of
最
our
低温
cold
度
storage
可以达到
rooms,
零下23度。
which has the
让我们
temperature
现
of
在进库
minus
间去
23
感受一
degrees
下它的温
Celsius,
度。
and let's step inside and experience it for ourselves.
Let's go and check it out together. It's super cold here. I feel that I'm in Harbin in January. Let me tell you why. Temperatures here can drop to minus 18 degrees Celsius. It's designed to go to minus 23 degrees. So, Mr. Hu, what products we have here in this fridge?
好的。 我们现在所在的这个
So
库间
this
占地
storage room
超
covers
1000
an
平米。
area of
我们身
1,000
边的
square
这个
meters,
布就是
and
来自于
right
巴西
beside
的
me
鸡爪
you can see
再往前走的
a
话
pallet
就是
from
泰国的
chicken
这个
feet
鸡
from
翅
Brazil,
前面
further
是
ahead
马来西亚
chicken
的
wings
猪肚
from Thailand,
还有
and then
那个
frozen durians from
冷冻豆芽
Malaysia,
都在
and
我
we
们这
also
边
have
啊
pork bones from
然后
Spain.
像这样的这个
Products
库
from all
间
over the
我
world
们
are stored
南沙里
here.
面总
And
共有
Nansha
108
Cold Chain has a
间
total
我
of
们库容达
108
23
rooms
万
like
吨
this, with
全
a
世界的
combined
这个货
storage
物其实
capacity of
我们可以保证
230,000 tons.
这
This
个
ensures
货
that
物
the
能够
frozen
安全
goods
高效
can be
不断
delivered
地送上老百姓
safely
的
and
餐桌。
seamlessly to consumers' tables.
Many goods from all over the world. These goods had to be transferred before from other ports to get to Guangdong, but now they arrive directly here at Nansha and can be cleared in as little as 2 hours. That's a huge time saver for business, and as we all know, time is money. Guangzhou's big fridge is only getting bigger. It's expanding to 460,000 ton cold storage, twice as much as its current capacity. And this could make it the biggest fridge in Asia. It became possible by investments from the Chinese state and coordinated efforts from private businesses to create cold chain corridors within the country. Guangzhou's story should inspire many other cities that's still developing their cold chain infrastructure. I'm feeling super cold here. Happy holidays and happy National Day. Let's go back to Mike and Cindy and check how they feel outside.
And I know that the train behind us is just about all loaded up and it's done all the checks and inspections and it's now ready to go.
Let's see if the whistle blows.
It might be loud. Oh.
It's a bit loud. It's just about ready to move. As you mentioned earlier, it's going to leave here as wood and return not too long after as furniture.
Yeah, and it's this railway is connected to 10 provinces across China. So, yeah, it's going to go, and we're going to let the head of the train pass us.
Yeah.
This is already slow, right? This is already a slow day.
Yeah, it is because of the National Day holiday week. We will be quiet because it's going to dominate here for a second or two. It's moving out of view now, and it's an important distinction you made. Normally, this place from dawn until dusk, it's bustling, but with the holiday, it's a little slower today, but still plenty of activity.
Yeah, exactly. And this type of large-scale infrastructure could not have happened without some serious investment from both the public and the private sector. The Guangzhou Port Group itself has invested 21 billion yuan into improving port and rail facilities, and we know that the Guangzhou city government matched that with 20 billion yuan of its own. That's about $3 billion US.
Yeah, and the central government just had a meeting where they said that they're going to infuse even more money into the domestic economy, which of course we're seeing here a perfect illustration. In this case, it doesn't just benefit the local economy, it benefits the country and really spreads out around the world. And as they say, a rising tide lifts all boats.
Yeah, and that wraps up our time here in Guangzhou Nansha Port.